I was recently reading the story again about Jesus in the storm and what happened and how he calmed the winds and that. And I want to talk a little about that today in your morning cup of inspiration. You know, it says over in Matthew 8:24 that suddenly a fierce storm struck the lake with waves breaking into the boat, but Jesus was asleep. He was fast asleep. He had a rough day, okay? He had a long day. I shouldn't say rough day. It was a long day. He had been teaching. He had been working. And he got on the boat there and he fell asleep. In such a deep sleep that the storm didn't even wake him up. But it was the cries of his disciples that woke him up because their fear and their anguish. That woke him up. That's just how Jesus is. I mean, he hears our cries every day. It's not like he's going to sleep through that. That's for sure. See, remember, Jesus came here as God in human form. So he got his sleep just like we would as humans, but he also heard the cries of his disciples. There's so many lessons to learn from this story. Jesus asked the panicked disciples over in Matthew 8:26, why are you afraid? You have such little faith. You know, when you think about it, he said, if you have faith of a mustard seed, you can move a mountain. Well, these guys it was dust that they had. They had no faith after seeing miracle after miracle take place. Then it says too that in Mark 4:39, he got up, Jesus got up, rebuked the wind and said to the waves, be quiet, be still. Then the wind died down and it was completely calm. So he spoke to the wind and it obeyed. It's as if he was speaking to a person. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm looking deeper into this story and you got to see what goes on later on. He was speaking to a person. He was speaking to Satan because Satan was trying to keep him from getting to the other side. Why? Because there was 2 demon-possessed men there that Satan didn't want him to get his grips on. Satan wanted to keep him. But see, Jesus knew what was going on. He knew what was ahead, and he commanded it to be calm. And he was essentially saying to Satan, out of my way. And when he got there, he encountered the 2 men, and he cast the demons out of them. See, there's always something, the story behind the story. And you find that in our life, too. So when you feel stuff coming at you, something stealing your joy, there's confusion coming on upon you, all you have to do is rebuke Satan. Turn around, go the other way from it, rebuke it. Don't let it get to you. Over in 1 Peter 5:8, the Bible describes Satan as a roaring lion whom he may devour. So he's going to continue to come after you, continue to come after me. But we have to remember to tell him to get behind us, just like Jesus did. You know, in Ephesians 6:12, it says, for we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against authorities, against the cosmic powers over this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in heavenly places. Well, how do we get past that, right? We quote the Satan. When he's trying to get us, we quote Matthew 4:10. Then Jesus said to him, begone, Satan, for it is written, you shall worship the Lord your God, and him only shall you serve. See, he can't beat that because he knows that you know and that you're covered in the blood of Jesus. So don't let Satan get to you. Look for those back stories, those things that are going on around you, and you're always going to find Satan trying to pull the strings to confuse you, to steal your joy. Don't let him. Have a blessed day, everyone. Look forward to seeing you again for another morning cup of inspiration.